Hey, good morning, man. I just wanted to talk to you again this morning about 2 Timothy 1:7. Yesterday we talked about how God has given us not a spirit of timidity, so we don't have to be afraid or timid in doing our work that God's called us to, or witnessing to people or doing whatever we find to do for God. Today, I want to talk about the next thing he says in that verse. He says he has given us a spirit of power. Now, that word power is the word in Greek dynamis, which means power that is inherent to something or someone, or it is a power that's a force that someone exerts or something exerts. It also means the power to do miracles. That word is used more than 100 times in the New Testament. It's also one of those places is Acts 1:8. So in Acts 1:8, Jesus is getting ready to go into heaven after he's raised from the dead. He's getting ready to ascend. He's gathered with his disciples, and he says to them, you'll go back to Jerusalem, and you'll receive power once the Holy Spirit has come upon you. You'll be witnesses to me in Jerusalem, Judea, Samaria, and to the uttermost parts of the world. So the Holy Spirit is that power, that spirit of power that God has given us to help us do his work. And the cities that surrounded them, first he says you'll be witnesses to me in Jerusalem, which is like for us would be Charleston, our hometown. And then he says Judea and Samaria, so the surrounding cities, and even to the uttermost parts of the world, so all over the world. So whether your circle of influence is in your neighborhood or in the city, across the state, or even if you have influence with people all over the world, wherever God has given your circle of influence, you can speak boldly and do miraculous works for him if that's what he's called you to do. Don't be afraid or timid in doing your work, doing God's work, but to do it in boldness and confidence. So go and be the light and do God's work.